那么在今天上午的3场专题演讲之后，紧接着我们就要马上进行今天第1场的焦点对谈了。那这个场次的焦点对谈，我们邀请到的是iiiNNO共同创办人郭展荣先生以及日本福冈团队。那这个场次的焦点对谈，我们要讨论的是东北亚新创市场。我们有请iiiNNO共同创办人郭展荣先生及日本福冈团队上台。Now we will proceed with the first panel discussion and would like to invite Mr. David Guo, co-founder of iiiNNO, and startup teams from Fukuoka, Japan, to come up to the stage and have this panel discussion on the startup market in Northeast Asia. 那这个场次的焦点对谈的主持人是iiiNNO共同创办人郭展荣先生。The moderator for this panel is Mr. David Guo, co-founder of iiiNNO, and I will now hand the floor to our moderator. 现在就把时间交给座谈主持人郭展荣先生，掌声欢迎。
Hello, 大家好。Hello, good afternoon or good morning. Right now it's actually hitting lunchtime. We have exactly about 20 minutes to share with everybody the challenge opportunity of North Asia. And why don't we start, maybe Tom from Korea. Everybody will probably take about 30 seconds to introduce who you are, what does your company do, and why are you here in Idea Show?
Okay, my name's Tom, and we've got a startup called Curate. It's a next generation content curation, content management platform. The startup is a Japanese company, and so we started up in Fukuoka in Japan. And originally I'm from the UK. My background is design and programming, but the system architecture, and now this software company.
Okay. Thank you, Tom. And now move to next here is actually very famous in Taiwan. 会讲中文的日本在台创业家小哈。
Thank you. My name is Shusei. Taiwanese people call me Xiaoha. My company called Capsule and based in Japan, Taiwan, and Hong Kong. And we are doing online video marketing. Yeah.
So why coming to Idea Show? This is probably your 3rd time in Idea Show or 2nd time?
Yeah, I think so. Most important thing is meet people and recruiting maybe.
Recruiting. Okay, so if you want to work with uprising startup, so Xiaoha. Now, once again, we welcome Ashley Hashimoto-san, who is very, very famous in Taiwan if you're in the startup scene or if you are actually connecting to North Asia. So Hashimoto-san, take it away.
My name is Masanori Hashimoto. Please call me Masa. My company is called iiiNNO. iiiNNO provides 3 services: project management tool called Backlog, and diagramming tool called Kaku, and chatting tool called TypeDog. Our company based in Fukuoka, but we have other offices worldwide. In Tokyo, Kyoto, and New York, Singapore, something like that.
In Taipei.
Also Taipei.
Something like that, okay. Something like that, okay.
Don't miss it. In this time, I'm.
So this is your 4th time in Idea Show?
Yeah.
3rd time Idea Show?
We also recruiting.
All right, so not only we're going to recruit, but we're also going to talk about startup trends. So maybe, Tom, you want to take it away. So what are the trends that you're seeing in North Asia? North Asia we define as markets in Japan, Korea, China, and Taiwan.
Yeah, I think these are kind of interesting times to be a startup. We're seeing a lot of, kind of North Asian countries getting a global traction now, and I think the reason is you really can start up anywhere, and there's a whole generation and available services to support startups. A lot more funds. A lot of the barriers that would usually come in creating a company are kind of dissolving. And there is a real entrepreneurial spirit. The world of apps has opened up a whole field of ideas, and ideas can come from anywhere, companies can come from anywhere, and now there's the infrastructure to support those. Yeah, I think it's great.
Okay, great. But we're going to get back to you on why a guy from Europe come to Fukuoka and launching in Asia.
Yeah,
right? We're
right.
going to get back to that
Okay,
to
okay.
you.
A lot of people ask me about that.
All right, so maybe Hashimoto-san, you want to talk about what's the recent trends or what's hot going on in North Asia?
In North Asia, I visited China and Korea and Taiwan. In China, maybe they focus on hardware. In Korea, I don't know more detailed Korea, but I heard, I heard from the bridge.
You heard from the bridge.
They said Korea startups focus on AI and data mining.
Okay.
And
Taiwan startup.
Taiwan,
Yeah, what's
Taiwan's IoT,
IoT.
maybe IoT.
Okay,
Yep.
great. So Shaha, what's the trends?
Yeah, I also think IoT is a big trend, but IoT, this hardware changing. After that, software, entertainment is following up.
Okay.
So,
That's what you're specialized in, right?
Yeah.
Entertainment, gaming.
yeah, because like this smartphone coming, so entertainment software is also still hot trend, I think.
And just for more information for Shaha, if you're really into gaming, actually I just learned last year from Shaha, Taiwan for Android game market is actually the top 4 in the world, and that's why he's doing his startup here. If you're ever in Ximending exit MRT number 2, you will see pack of people there, right? Actually watching people doing playing game real time. And then actually I heard sometimes the police will come here to do the traffic control. So if you're really into gaming, you know, Taiwan is the place to be, right? Do you want to ask something about what you do? Why do you say entertainment is the key or is the trend? Why entertainment?
Because media is always changing. For example, 50 years ago, people see the movie on the theater, but nowadays people watching TV and watching some video from on the smartphone. So media is changing. Contents also have to be changing. So this is, I think, chance.
Okay. So Masa-san, we just talked about, you also see chatting tools or chatting application is a upcoming trend.
Mm-hmm. We have chatting tool called TypeDog.
Yes.
Yep.
So what made you decided that chatting tool is a trend or is a focus for Asia?
Now, Slack is very hot worldwide. So, but same time, we also launched our chat app. The reason why our customer using Skype while they're using our other services, so we decided to launch the chat app.
Okay. So Tom, how about you? In your space, I understand you're doing curation or self-publishing, right? Am I correct? So you see that as an upcoming trend as well?
Yeah, I think actually from my perspective, the trend is more in marketing shifts. You have to be a lot closer to your target audience. You really have to be on the ball when brands come to marketing. You used to be able to run marketing campaigns, a global marketing campaign from a remote location, and you really do need now people engaging with their audience in kind of more interesting ways. I think partly because as we were just saying, the medium has changed and people have a lot shorter attention spans, and so. As a trend, I wouldn't call it a trend, I would say a massive shift at the moment in marketing. And what we're trying to do is to help marketers to really manage their social atmosphere. It's kind of a whole new problem, and we're having to solve this problem at a kind of a massive level, and it's very difficult to architect a system like that. And so, we were able to not only, design and build our system, from Fukuoka, but we're able to execute this, in the immediate stage. So, yeah, I think it's, I think the trend. Sorry, getting back to your question, I think the trend is ideas can really come from anywhere, and you're able to execute those ideas, and that's the trend that I see, is that irrespective of your location, you can implement your idea from anywhere, and that is a massive trend which will only continue. Smaller
Great.
services all connected together.
Okay, great. I think for the next 5 minutes, let's just hit the topic I think a lot of people want to hear is, you guys are entrepreneur or serial entrepreneurs. So what are the opportunities in each of the countries and challenges as well? So Hashimoto-san, you want to take this? So what are the opportunity or challenge that you see in Korea, in China, in Japan, in Taiwan, based on your own or your friends' experience?
I see. Opportunity. It's a difficult question. I think we choose market. We choose Taiwan as our market. So it is good for test marketing place here. So
I heard a lot of people say that Taiwan is actually
Yeah.
a good testing ground.
yeah, and we also have many users in Korea and China.
Sure.
Yeah, they're using internet, so we can provide our services very easily.
Yeah.
But now, I think China is a little bit difficult to enter because there is great firewall.
Yeah, the firewall. Right?
Yeah.
The firewall on the internet.
Yeah. If the firewall is broken, the opportunity is more big, I think.
Yeah. So what can we do about it? Do I make a call to the president of China and say, hey, got to do something about this? A joke. Okay.
Yeah, there are so many users.
Sure.
So I'm feeling nostalgia has opportunity for us.
Okay, great. Xiaohao, we're just talking about, you're actually thinking about China market, right?
Yeah.
Why? No, now knowing that there's a great firewall, you still go to China. I'm sure
Yeah.
you're seeing something that
Yeah, as you know, there's a great firewall. So if want to do some expand platform business, it's difficult or impossible.
So your solution is?
But for example, Taiwan needs celebrity. A lot of Chinese, like Taiwan needs a singer, celebrity.
Sure.
That's kind of soft content.
I see.
I think there's a possibility.
So you actually think that China, the audience in China actually followed the Taiwan trend?
Yeah, especially in entertainment.
Wow. More than Japanese entertainment or Korean or there's a
Japan too, anime like this. So now we are trying to some Taiwanese influencer and Japanese influencer, make them into China.
Great. My 6-year-old can sing. Maybe he can sign up for your service and be a superstar in China. So, Tom?
Yeah, well, originally I'm from the UK, and in the UK we don't have a manufacturing industry at all. It's all design, and one of the the real great opportunities in Taiwan, in China, and also in Japan, is the ability to design, prototype, and manufacture in a very close-knit community. And areas now, in China, you can come up with an idea, make a prototype, and mass produce it in such a short amount of time. And I think the greatest opportunity is when IoT and hardware, because no one can possibly compete with that efficiency. And up until now, the design has been, the West has kind of had the edge there.
Sure.
But, I mean, it's a generation thing. We really are truly a borderless generation. And, what inspires the designs is the same for us all. Apple have made some, had a massive impact in raising the bar for how high quality, how important design is. And people all around the world have access to the tools to do these designs. And so the one with the prototyping and the manufacturing on the doorstep will be the winners in the next stage. So huge opportunity for IoT and hardware is what I see.
I know we have about 3-4 minutes left. I'm not sure if there's anybody from the audience who want to ask a question. I know we're very freestyle. Most of the speaker came to IdeaShow several times. So if you guys want to talk to the panelists, I think it would be great. Anybody want to have a question? Yeah, you have a question. Yeah.
Why did you go to Fukuoka to start up?
Oh yeah, right. We were going to get back to that.
Oh, okay. I know. I can answer for this. There's a lady involved. No. Go ahead, Tom.
No. I actually met my wife fairly recently. I'd been
a lady involved.
There is now, right? I was like, so yeah, originally actually, I set up a design kind of as a consultant, a designer working with UK advertising agencies when I was 22 in London. And I got a big job in Tokyo, working with a UK brand in Tokyo. And I instantly connected with Japan. And, it has all the energy and all of the urban, the current generation that London has, but it also has its roots down to antiquity. And, I really felt at home there. So I kind of I made introductions with other agencies and, I managed to start working with Japanese brands. And Tokyo's great. I love the energy there. But what's important to me is having the space to step back from, especially because at the time I was designing Curate, the system, and the architecture for Curate, it was like an afro which went out into into outer space. It was a massive idea when I started it, and I needed the space to refine it. And Fukuoka, I don't know how many of you have been, but it's actually a city which truly inspires you. It's a city full of artists, and so you go to a restaurant. They're cooking what they call yakitori, which is like a barbecue chicken, but the artistry goes. The chicken are they're bred on certain farms and all of the actual product, but the charcoal itself. There's a guy who's looking after the charcoal, but the charcoal was fired. It's an intense art to fire this charcoal, and the bamboo.
I'm sorry, Tom. I didn't notice that it was art when I'm in Fukuoka. Next time we'll pay more attention.
But it's like you kodawari is what they say, and there is this artistry.
You see, two Japanese people are laughing. So,
but that's my perspective anyway. From coming from London.
Change the yakitori talk.
And so yeah, it's an inspirational place to live, and there are no barriers, and the city is very supportive of startups. So
great.
Yeah, that's it.
So maybe last 30 seconds, each of you, maybe you can give uprising startup or startup thinking expanding in the different markets in North Asia. Any 3 advices, 3 words.
3 words.
I know it wasn't part of the question. I would love to.
Okay.
Or a short answer, 3 advices for startup want to go to Japan, Korea, or China.
Okay, I would say, go with your gut. And so if your guts tell you that you need to start a company, start it. And there's always a way.
Even though your parents and your friends said no.
Absolutely, if they say no. Go with your gut. And if you're feeling that you need to be in a space, if a space resonates with you, again, go with your gut. Move into the space. It's everything. If you think about it, everything's impossible. Don't think, just move.
Great. Xiaohe, advice?
Do.
Okay, short and sweet.
Yeah, like in Taiwan, I just came to Taiwan and do it. And now I'm thinking going to China, and I'm doing it.
So what do your parents think about this? Or?
Parents, parent doesn't know what I am doing. Maybe even where I am, they doesn't know.
Okay, Hashimoto-san.
Do you know PDCA?
Yes.
Here's plan,
Plan, do,
check, act.
action. Yes.
You have to change to D,
D,
C,
DC.
DC, A, P.
So do,
Do is
check.
first. Do, check, act, plan.
You're doing the opposite.
Yeah.
All right, so I think that's all the time we have. So once again, thank you very much. We'll be around in the Fukuoka booth. So check us out, and I'm sure there's a lot of things that we can connect here. Once again, thank you so much, Idea Show. It's great to be back. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for
Thank
this
you.
animated panel discussion. 那我们再次感谢今天上午所有业界先进的精彩的分享。那么各位贵宾，我们今天上午的场次呢，就到这边告一个段落了。感谢各位今天早上的参与。接下来是午餐休息的时间。我们在南侧的走廊有50多组的联合展览特区，还有多家新创情境互动体验。我们也欢迎各位可以利用这个时间到我们南侧的走廊来参观。我们下午的场次即将在2点钟的时候开始，请大家在2点钟的时候准时回到现场。谢谢大家。Ladies and gentlemen, this is the end of our morning session. A big thank you goes to all our distinguished speakers, and thank you all for your participation. Now we're going to take a lunch break, and during lunch break, you're very welcome to visit the joint exhibition and experience the interactive scenarios at the South Corridor. The afternoon session will start at 2 o'clock. See you after lunch.